Good morning, everyone. So this will be our lesson for today, the conditional statement. When we say conditional statement, of course, it is a condition that needs to be evaluated if it is true or false. In Java, the if statements, there are usual conditions from mathematics such as the less than. This will be the less than, less than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. So these could be the logical conditions that can be used in our programming. So that Java has the following conditional statements. Number one is we use if to specify a block of code to be executed if a specified condition is true. We use else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false. And we use else if to specify a new condition to test if the first condition is false. And sometimes we use switch to specify many alternative blocks of code to be executed. The if statement is used to specify a block of Java code to be executed if the condition is true. So this is the proper syntax that we are going to use. If and then condition to be executed, and it must be surrounded by a curly brackets, yan, a block of code to be executed if the condition is true. So dito yung pinakang body natin. So dito tayo magki-create or mag-upload ng ating mga or magta-type ng ating body of or condition or yung i-evaluate after evaluation. So like for instance in this example, we test two values to find out if 20 is greater than 18. We use this one, 20 and 18. There are times, sabi natin, 20 is greater than 18. So that is a code which is what we call built-in, We also test using the variables such as this one. X is 20, Y is 18. X is greater than or equal to Y. So this is X is greater than Y. Yan. Kapag wala siyang pupuntahan, nakalagay if X is 18, if X is greater than or greater than Y, ito yung kanyang i, i pupuntahan. But then again, halimbawa pinalitan natin ito, ginawa natin yung 80, yung x ay 15 at yung y ay ginawa nating 35. So dito sa condition, kung ating i-replace yung x ay magiging 15 at yung y ay magiging 35. So ang mangyayari diyan, if it is the case, i-evaluate niya, is 15 greater than 35, yes or no? Of course, ang kanyang dyan, ang sagot dyan ay no. Kasi 35 is greater than 18. So in that case, wala siyang pupuntahan. Kasi nilagay lang natin dito is kapag yung x ay greater than y, ay di ito yung kanyang ipiprint. So since yung y is greater than x, wala siyang pupuntahan. Ita-terminate niya yung program natin. Now, to be able to do that, para may pupuntahan siya, we use the else statement. The else statement is used to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is false, kagaya nito. If, and then condition, to be executed, and a block of code to be executed if the condition is true. Now, this must be enclosed in curly bracket, don't forget that. And then the else statement, and the curly bracket, and the block of code to be executed. Halimbawa, so nilagay natin ay time, balikan natin to. So in this case, kung naging 15 siya at meron na siyang else, ang gagawin lang natin dyan ay else, yan, lalagyan natin dito, tapos open curly brackets, tapos close, tapos yung ating statement dito, which is the system dot out, dot out, dot print ln. So gawin natin siya dun sa ating JCreator. Alright. So, dito sa JCreator, magkakreate lang ako ng file new and then Java file at gagawin ko siyang exercise. and then okay. So type public class exercise, and then open curly brackets. So we have public static void, the main header, so lagyan natin ito, main header. And then after the main header, we have to have the curly bracket. That is the body of the program, wherein we are going to test this one. So we have int x is equal to 15, and 20 muna. 20, integer y is equal to 18. No, lagyan natin ng condition. So this will be the conditional. If x is greater than y, then curly brackets, nakalagay doon, system.out.println ay ano. So sabi natin x is greater than y. Ipapakita ko muna sa inyo kung halimbawa at siya ay, bakit marami? Kasi ito'y para dito, itong curly brackets ay para doon. Yan, para makita ninyo. And this one is para dun sa, dito sa kaunahan na curly brackets. Now, for you to be able to see, kapag kasi diba yung xi grade, yung sa ating, kasi wala siyang pupuntahan. Kaya, ng, and then, ilalagay natin dito ay is greater than x. And then, close curly brackets. Yan. So, dapat siya ay magkaano din dito yung close niya. Now, meron din siya dapat na kakapantay. So, i-run natin siya. Process completed. Ni-run. So, y is greater than x. So, ganun po yung ginagawa dito sa program natin. Now, moving on. So, this is another example. Naglagay lang tayo ng time is equal to 20. If time is less than 18, ito yung ipiprint niya. Otherwise, ito yung ipiprint niya. The else if statement. So, ito naman ay yung else if statement is used to specify a new condition if the first condition is false. So, if condition, yan, 1, then open curly brackets. So, ito yung ating ito yung ating syntax, yan. Ito from here papunta dito. And then the block of code to be executed, else if the condition 2, the block of code if the to be executed if the condition is false and the condition is true. And then this will be the else. Ito yung pupuntahan niya kapag wala dito sa dalawa, yung ating statement. So here is an example. If time is 22, if time is less than 10, ano natin ng good morning. Else if yung time is less than 18, ay ito yung good day. So saan kaya ito pupunta? Saan pupunta? So dito siya ang ano niya, ito yung i-out niya. Kasi yung time natin is equal to 22 at is it less than 10 daw ba? Hindi naman. Is it less than 18? Hindi naman. Kaya dito siya pupunta sa ating So there is another way on how we are going to write the if-else condition. And that is what we call a shorthand if-else. The shorthand if-else, which is known as the ternary operator because it consists of three operands. So ito po, it can be used to replace the multiple lines of condition with a single line. Pero depende pa rin sa inyo kung ano ang inyong gagamitin. And it is most often used to replace simple if-else statement. So, ganito lang yung ginagawa niya. The variable is equal to condition. Tapos, we use the question mark, the expression if true, and then colon, and then expression is false. Paano yan? So, instead of writing this one, di ba ganito yung ginagawa natin? System.out.print, else system.out.print. Tas good evening, good day. Now, para instead of writing this, ganito yun. We use this one. String, halimbawa, result is equal to time is less than 18, ternary operator, good day. Otherwise, good evening. And then we are going to print the result. So, parang ganito. Paano yun? So, gawin natin siya dun sa ating statement. Dito sa ating, So, we'll be creating new file new, and then Java file practice2. Now, public class practice2, and then public static void main close parenthesis, open ulit para dito. And then the body, we have, body of the program, int time is equal to 20. We have string result, yan, is equal to the condition, ito yung condition, time is less than 18, ternary operator na, question mark, good morning, and then colon, tapos ay good evening. Yan, so ito yun yung nakaganto natin. And then, of course, we have to terminate. And then, system.out.println, tawagin natin yung result. And then, close. Yan. So, let us run public class practice 2. Ay, may space pala yung aking ginawa. Wait lang. Bakit kasi nag-space tayo? Charot. Yan. Completed. So, ito yung nakalagay ay good evening. Kasi, hindi siya less than 18 but more than 18. Kaya, dahil 20, ito yung kanya. So, it is better, minsan, ito yung better gawin kapag ayaw mo nang masyadong marami nung system yung ating conditional statement. So, this is another example, door code is 1337. If door code is equal to 11337, ipiprint niya yung correct code, the door code is now open. Otherwise, ipiprint niya yung wrong code, the door remains closed. So, ito naman ay kapag equal to sa ating is equal to dun sa ating inilagay na door code. Negative or positive number, So we have integer my num. So this is a positive or negative number. Tapos ay if num is greater than 0, now ipiprint niya yung positive. Kapag naman less than 0, sasabihin niya ay negative. Kapag wala doon sa pamimilian, ang value ay is equal to 0. Now, with that, ito po yung ating magiging activity. You are going to create a program that will determine if the person is old enough to vote. If the age of the person is greater than 18, then your program will display old enough to vote. Otherwise, it will display not enough to vote. You must have two variables. One is my age. Lagyan nyo ito ng value na halimbawa ay ang unang value na ilalagay ninyo ay 45. Yan. Na i-compare nyo dito sa voting age. Remember that the voting age is equal to 18. And then you are going to save it as voting.java. Another activity is for you to find out if the number is odd or even. Have the first variable as my num and assign 5 value to it. So dito sa num, mag-a-assign muna kayo ng value na 5. Then your program will print if the assigned value is odd or even. It will be even if the number is divisible by 2. So halimbawa, nag-run kayo, 'di ba? 5 is odd number. So ang gagawin niyo ay anong tawag dito? Ang gagawin niyo ay my num is equal to 5. Yan, una muna, ito yung value na gagawin niyo sa unang is equal to 5. So, ang magiging ang magiging output nito ay siya ay mag-even. Now, i-rerun niyo siya, punta kayo, balikan niyo yung inyong code, tapos babaguhin niyo siya, gagawin yung my num is equal to 10. So, instead of 5, babaguhin niyo, lalagay niyo ay 10. Tapos, dapat ang magiging value niyan ay even. Okay? So, that will be all, and thank you so much.